create. So I have a couple chicken thighs I have left for a couple days ago, and I decided to do an Puerto Rican inspired sweet and sour chicken. Sweet and sour. And I like to make a little bit of stuffing so my salt can go deep, because that's all you need. It's salt and oregano. Salt and oregano. So what I do is I put out the salt. Just some salt. You don't go crazy, okay? You don't want it too salty. See how I use the other hand that didn't touch the chicken to get the salt? Too late. And then you get some oregano, okay? Dry oregano. I break it down further. And you can do this overnight, or you can do it a few hours before. It doesn't matter. At least do 30 minutes before, so the salt, which tend to dry the water, after 10 or some minutes, it reverses. It's a chemical process that reverses and makes things a little bit tender, create that more water, okay? I have the oven preheating at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Come to cast iron. I have a small one. This one is a very old cast iron. Very old. So I'm going to put some aluminum foil at the bottom. And I'm going to get the chicken. And I'm going to run some skewers. Because I'm going to kind of roast it, right? Now, the reason I'm using the aluminum foil at the bottom is because I'm going to put a little bit of water. Just a little bit. About a tablespoon or two. And I'm going to grab some red and orange bell peppers. And I'm going to put them at the bottom. And I picked the red and orange because you could have picked yellow too, by the way, because they are sweet. The green is not a sweet pepper per se, but this one are truly naturally sweet. That's why I picked those colors. You could have picked yellow, orange, or red. And I put at the bottom because that water is going to help them cook. Create that steam. So the sour part of this meal is going to come from the garlic. Okay? The garlic. You're going to make an ajillo. Or a mojito. Or mojo. Garlic mojo. Or garlic sauce. And all you have to do is chop these babies, okay? You're going to need about 6 or 7 teeth, maybe a little bit more. So it's been about 30 minutes of actual cooking. Oh my goodness, tender and nice. But I'm not done. I'm not done. Now I'm going to sweeten this baby, okay? So I have some South Carolina honey that my daughter got for me when she went and see my son. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a good amount of that baby on top, okay? Because on top is where I have the skin. Should have told you, put the skin on top. So I'm going to put a good amount on top and in the middle, moving the skin around. A good amount of honey. And this time around, I'm going to cook it from the top, okay? Meaning I'm going to, from bake to broil. And I'm going to put it at high. And I might let it go for like somewhere no more than 10 minutes, okay? This is an overripe plantain, meaning it was ripe. I cooked a bunch of them, but I forgot to cook this one and eventually got overripe. So I'm not going to throw it away because this is going to be extremely sweet. So I'm going to cook this one, okay? See how nice and ripe it looks? Just going to cook it, okay? Here comes the sweet plantain. Oh, it smells so sweet already. Let me take this stuff out. I'm just going to fry it. And I'm using some oil, not a lot. And I'm going to cook it, okay? Couple notches above medium, maybe even medium high. They're ready. They're cooked on both sides. So what you do, you're going to remove it. And put it in a bowl like this, okay? Plastic bowl. Let it cool down for a little bit. About 10 minutes later, look at this beauty. Look at this beauty. Time to get them out, okay? So I have about 4 to 5 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I'm melting this baby, okay? Let it melt. It's a couple notches above medium. Move the heat down to medium, maybe a couple notches below medium now. And add out those teeth of garlic. This is what is going to bring the sour portion. And you don't want this garlic to burn, so you're going to move it. Cook it for a tiny bit. Maybe a minute or two, okay? Maybe 2 minutes. Optional. If you want to add a little bit more sourness, sourness, add a squeeze of lime. Just a few drops. Keep moving it so it doesn't burn. This baby's ready. This baby is ready. Now the sweet plantain, just smash it, okay? You're going to smash that baby. Look at the sweetness. It also has to be perfect, just a quick smash, okay? See? Like a paste, a sweet plantain paste. Oh, it smells so sweet.